Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time today, especially in the middle of your busy Thursday afternoon. It means so much to us. And my goal is to make sure that everybody walks away with some new information that you didn't know yesterday, especially with today's training. So this type of training, okay, number one, we've never done before. We sent out a few emails in the last year or two about what you want to see different and better here at Levinson, and we had a bunch of agents request a training, a full back office training to touch on everything that's available here at Levinson. You know, and I don't blame them. You know, we as marketers, we have to put ourselves in your shoes, right? And when you think about that and you say, okay, if I'm an agent out there in Wisconsin, you know, and I'm trying to leverage what Levinson has to offer and see why they're so great, right? Where is everything? How do I get there? How do I find it, right? And it could be overwhelming, and we've heard that before. So anyway, the plan today was to literally take our iGenius marketing playbook, okay, and dissect every single benefit or feature so you're comfortable on what Levinson and Associates has to offer our agents, okay? 43 different benefits or features in the iGenius playbook. In fact, we're going to email out a thank you to everybody that's attending. Inside of that thank you email will be all three playbooks. We have one for marketing, one for new business, one for contracting. And if you just save those, they're like PDFs or pictures, then anytime in the future, or maybe you're recruiting an agent, or maybe you're going to sell an IUL and you want to see what's available, what training, what tools can help you, then you literally just click on the picture or the link and boom, everything that we offer is right in front of you, almost like a dinner menu when you go to sit down at a restaurant. Okay, that's the goal. So anyway, we're going to move fast. As much as I want to talk, we're going to move very, very fast. It's me and Andrew today, and this isn't going to be a comedy show or so entertaining you're going to fall out of your chair. This is geared towards you, our agent, to make sure that in 6 months, in 3 months, next year, you say, oh my gosh, I wish I knew you had that earlier. Okay, well now, if you're sitting here today, you're going to know everything we offer. So take plenty of notes, use your question box. We're going to do our best to answer everyone as we go, and whoever we don't answer by the time we're done, we will answer you when we hang up today's call, so you'll get a reply today. Okay, I promise you that. And then, of course, the thank you email by midnight tonight in your inbox. If you don't have it, it's either in your spam folder or we have your incorrect email address. If that's the case, pick up the phone and call us, okay? All right, let's jump right in. So, you know, here we are, Levinson and Associates, 50 years in business, okay? That is that within itself is record-breaking, especially these days. We've been through ups and downs, market crashes, hurricanes, tornadoes, you name it, okay? I mean, I remember literally driving to Orlando in my car with my laptop computer, right, because we were getting a hurricane, and sitting at the pool answering agent emails because I wanted to make sure we were still servicing our agents. So a ton of ups and downs, and you all have stuck with us through the years. Here we are on the left side. That's me and Carrie in our old house, right, when Carrie first started the agency. In fact, actually, that's 1972 is when we were founded. I was born in 75, so that was probably around 1980 to be exact. Anyway, so yes, my birthday, 1975, actually October 20th. If you want to send a nice little birthday card, I would appreciate that. No, just joking about that. 2014 comes. Now, this is what's interesting in 2014. So I had a dream, right? I started in the business 23 years ago, and I said to myself, you know, this Amazon is blowing up, right? It's changing the way that people shop in retail. And why can't we do the same thing in the insurance space? Well, long story short, we could, and we did. Okay, the problem was, and is still to this day, is the carriers were very gun shy about having a consumer go on a website, run a quote, apply online, and get approved, right? And then print their policy without any agent involvement. So back then, this was my dream. I built the platform. We had one product, and it was decreasing term, but it didn't matter, okay, because that's all we needed to get our feet off the ground. And guess what? Little by little, the other carriers started taking notice and said, hey, Bill, I want to be a part of this, okay? And then boom, we get hit with a pandemic, almost 2 years ago now, and most of our carriers are calling and saying, Bill, I want to be a part of this. So we were so far ahead of the competition with Insure Me Now Direct. Lightning Term was the first product on the platform, and it's still today the only 100% direct-to-consumer platform, multi-carrier, multi-product, all in one place, and it's free for our agents. So you get a free site, and you're the agent of record. No referral fees, full commission pass-through to you, okay? Only platform in the industry. And in fact, it will always be the only multi-carrier, multi-product platform built for an agent, 100% direct to consumer, because we own the rights to it. So there you have it. 2016, that's me and Carrie featured on the cover of Insurance Newsnet magazine. They did a nice spread just on me and Carrie and the business and how we started and what makes us unique. What are the differentiators, which is exactly what we're talking about today. So later on that year, we acquired 2 different agencies, and altogether, Levinson Associates was off to the races with over 20,000 agents in 17. We were voted the fastest growing agency by Insurance Newsnet. That's me on the cover holding up a number 1. And then boom, 2020. Another featured article in actually 2 different magazines, industry related on the brokerage side. And we launched the Bill Levinson Experience podcast. And of course, Insure Me Now Direct with the pandemic, double-digit growth. Okay, so that means agents were forced to sell from home over the phone and online. And everybody started to call back and say, wait a minute, tell me more about Insure Me Now Direct. Because the days of meeting their clients at Denny's or Starbucks at 7 a.m. on the way to work were pretty much over, right? So they knew they had to get creative. I call it scrappy. So you can see what happened through the years, and I will promise you this, it's only getting bigger and better. When Andrew showed me this slide, I said, you know, Andrew, we had a start and an end there, right? And I said to him, take off where it says end, because we're just getting started, literally. Our team is bigger and better than ever, more agents than ever, more products than ever, and it is just a dream come true. I'm so proud. And again, we would never be here if it wasn't for you and our staff here at Levinson Associates. So my hat goes off to everyone that's on the call and everyone that's listening even after today through YouTube or on the experience. Okay, let's move forward here. So this was awesome. This was an industry article. And what they did is they surveyed all the agents out there, just under 1 million agents across the country. And they said to these agents, what are the top 10 questions that you ask an FMO, IMO, BGA, whatever you want to call it? So what we did today is we broke down these questions, okay? And then we actually answer them for you. I think this will be real helpful for everyone, because if you have not asked this question, you should, and you're going to hear the answer right now, and it'll save you the time. So let's jump right in. What type of insurance does the IMO specialize in, right? You don't want a jack of all trades. You don't want us to be selling insurance out of the back door, and then we recruit agents in the front door, and then maybe we market life, annuity, health, securities. We're all of the above, okay, which is never good, because number one, you don't master really anything, okay, and number two, it's very important that the carriers that we have great relationships with. So when you need a favor in underwriting or commission advance or whatever it is, we're here to help, okay. Number two, do you have a quote engine? Okay, and by the way, we're going to break down each question, so you're going to see a little more in a second. Do you have a quote engine? And yes, we do. We have every type of quote engine available, including on the annuity side, mobile app, final expense, everything you can think of. What type of service and support do you provide your agents? Okay, you're going to see that in just a few more minutes. This is a big one, number 4, because we're hearing this more and more now with some of our competitors. They're not releasing agents, okay? And you better make sure, if you're working with someone else, get it in writing, okay? If you're working with us and you want it in writing, my pleasure. Just let me know, okay? The only thing, and I'm going to say this out loud on a recorded line, is you cannot have any chargebacks or debits before we release you, okay? If you do, you got to pay it off. So as long as that's free and clear, you're on your way. Okay, by the way, most agents wind up coming back anyway because the grass isn't always greener, as we know. Do you offer any training? That's what you're on right now. We have the Bill Levinson Experience, our YouTube channel, all of the above. Another big one, number 6, what is your commission structure? Okay, important question. You also need to know, are you, okay, the agent, direct with the IMO and the carrier, okay? Or is there 28 different layers in between you and the company, okay? And by the way, there's a ton of competitors out there now that are like typical MLM, okay, MLM structure, like an Amway. I hate to say it, but it's true. And the reason why they don't release you is because they need 28 different signatures, okay, just to make sure that you can move on to the next company. So ask the right questions ahead of time. Number 7, how do you communicate with your agents? For us, it's whatever you prefer, okay? We have a question box on our website, email, phone, okay, whatever you prefer. We even have, it's called broker gear or case status, where you can email and communicate with your case manager that's working on a specific case. Do you offer a lead program? Boy, does that come up every single day. And yes, we do. You're going to see more. What is the background and experience of the IMO owners? Another big one. And what's happening now, let's face it, we all know the life insurance industry is a little bit behind other industries, okay? So what we're noticing, especially the last couple of years, a lot of these Silicon Valley, let's say techies, or they have these big hedge fund companies are coming in and they're seeing a big gap, an open gap in our industry. And they're saying, we can jump in and make a lot of money here. Okay, so they're going out and they're trying to build these startup agencies and they're marketing all over the country to you all. Meanwhile, they don't even have an office. Everything's virtual. Half their staff is in different countries. Okay, you need to know who you're dealing with. Who are the people that are scrubbing your applications and that know your client's information, right? Because you got to trust them. And you better make sure they don't sell on a retail level, or else they're competing directly with you. Okay, and that's no good either. Number 10, what makes you different than every other IMO? Well, the next 40 minutes, you're going to see exactly why, okay? Because all of these different bullets, differentiators that you're about to see, 99% of our competitors do not offer. And you say to yourself, Bill, why? Why don't they offer these tools? Very simply put, there's only so much in the pie. And they're not willing to spend most of their profit on tools and value add platforms to help their agents, okay? And the only reason why we can afford to do it is one answer. It's volume. That's it, okay? It's like Costco versus the local Winn-Dixie or Publix, okay? If we didn't have the volume, we couldn't do it either. So it took many, many years to get to this point, and that's why most of our competition does not have what you're about to see. Okay, let's jump right in here. We'll take a little sip of water. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to go pretty fast. And again, not to be disrespectful, but we have a lot of information to cover, and we have to get it all out. Okay, so remember our menu we spoke about. You're at dinner. You want to know, what does this restaurant serve? Same thing with Levinson Associates. So what we did is we broke it down for you. 1, 2, 3 playbooks, okay? Marketing, number 1. Middle, new business. At the end, number 3 is licensing, contracting, advances, and commissions. Each menu, it's like breakfast, lunch, dinner. Each menu contains everything you need to know about marketing, new business, contracting. That's simple. It's all located on our website. Okay, let's move forward here. And by the way, we're going to email this out to everybody, like I said, probably 3 times already. All right, these are some amazing testimonials I wanted to share, and I don't mean to toot our own horn, okay? But again, if you go back to question, I think it was 7, you need to know who you're working with, right? Look at this testimonial on the left side. I'm not going to read every word in every single one, but I want to point this out. This was yesterday on our Facebook page, public. I've been in the business for many years and have worked with a lot of FMOs. I would like to thank and certainly compliment Carrie and Bill for creating a culture that shares my values as a BGA, that they do what they say they are going to do. They've extended themselves, along with Andrew, and by extension, their contracting and new business team, to always do the right thing. Like any of us, our word is our bond, and they have kept it each time. So thanks, Carrie and Bill. Let's keep the journey going, okay? Huge. That's huge. All right, now let's go over to all the way over to the right-hand side. This is another big one. Every single month, I put together the Bill Levinson Experience podcast episodes with different guest speakers. So this was last week. I launched this one, and you should subscribe to your favorite channel or YouTube, or if you have Apple iTunes on your iPhone, great, Spotify, Pandora, anywhere that you can see the podcast, great. If you leave a review or comment on our Facebook page, I send you a prospecting book. But anyway, Lonnie, who's on the webinar right now, she just wrote, this was yesterday, I just listened to Bill's podcast, Ian's part 2, and I loved it. That's Ian Warcall. Lots of good information. I loved Ian's passion and what he loves doing for a living and impacting people's lives in a very positive way. Thank you, Bill. That made my day, okay? We don't charge, there's no fee for any of this stuff. By an agent like you sharing this, knowing it helped you, that's all I need at the end of the day. I'm not even saying, hey, where's your next application? And no, if we can help you, right, and you can learn a little bit from a 1-hour training I did, that's a win-win in my book, okay? And yes, obviously, I hope you're writing as much as you can with us, but at the end of the day, that means the world. Okay, let's move forward here. So going back to the question, and this is big number 2, who are the owners? Okay, so I brought this up a few times. This was the Levinson Fast Lane cover story on Insurance Newsnet, and that's myself, and that's Carrie Levinson. And again, Carrie started 1972. I came in 23 years ago and never looked back. So what's neat about this is Carrie's very old school, looks at you in the eyes, firm handshake, your word is everything. And then I come in, and obviously those same traits and values are important to me, and he's instilled that in me. But what he had to understand and accept is technology was taking over back then, 20 plus years ago. And we had to put our foot on the gas and innovate, pivot, and change, or else we were going to be left behind like most BGAs and IMOs back then. So what's really neat and cool and fun is together we have made huge changes and made a huge impact in the life insurance brokerage space, where we went from a few hundred agents in South Florida to over 20,000 in every city in the U.S. And why? In my opinion, it's that new school thinking with the old school mentality combined that makes up this amazing company called Levinson Associates. I'm very proud of it, and so should you, okay? Because you're a part of it. And again, without you, there's no Levinson Associates. Okay, let's jump right in here. All right, what I wanted to show you on the next slide is we give you a quick rundown on licensing, marketing, support, and new business, okay? And a lot of agents don't know how much they're supposed to do or not do, okay? We ask you, obviously, we can't have any interaction with a client. So we want you to go out, you communicate with your client. We're going to do everything in the background. Obviously, you can call and check up on a case. You can call and see about commissions or advance, whatever it is. We welcome you to do that. And you're not going to get an automated phone system. You're going to get a live person, okay, every single day of the week. And if you don't, and there's a problem or an emergency, my cell phone number is on my business card, okay? So this is my life. That our business is everything, and I will stand behind it. And obviously I do with my actions, not just words, with my cell phone number and my signature on my business card, okay? Okay, licensing, real quick. Left side, we handle everything, all the above. We have the Assurance Bay platform, which makes it very simple for you, or I shouldn't say very simple, I'm going to say easier. Marketing support, we will do everything from A to Z. You just go out and sell it. And then, of course, new business. What I would do personally, I would get comfortable with all your case managers. We're going to show you who's who at the end, but also use the case status box on the website. That's going to show you all cases, where they are in the underwriting process. And I would also create a login at the carrier on their website, okay, which, by the way, everything on our site reflects theirs, but it's also good just for you to get access to commission statements. If there's a chargeback, whatever the case is, you need to be comfortable with everything. Okay, let's move forward here. Okay, trips, incentives, another big one. So our expo is back, our live agent expo. We do this once a year pre-pandemic. We did it every single year. We didn't miss one. Obviously, we've taken off for 2 years because of the pandemic, but we are back in 2022, and I am so excited about this. April 8th, write it down. Mary Reed is our keynote speaker. It's free for all agents. We take care of all meals. You get to network, and it's just an amazing day built around you and new sales strategies. We bring in our top carriers from around the country, and their job for 45 minutes is to talk about sales ideas that you can share with our agents. And that's it, okay? A day you won't forget, and you can qualify at just $20,000 of paid premium. We take care of a beachfront location, one night on us, and then starting at $50,000, we'll take care of your round trip airfare, and then of course another $10,000, you get a full weekend getaway on us. Okay, annuity and life. On the left side, we have 5-star agent trips through Levinson and our top carriers. So if you want to see who has what right now, just click on trips and incentives, and everything is there, updated. And if you have questions, of course, reach out anytime. Okay, let's move forward here. What I want to talk about here is carriers' products, and this is important. Now, I don't want you to think, number one, we're not just going to take on contracts just for the sake of taking on a contract. We don't want a Burger King and McDonald's on the same corner, if you will. Okay, so every single carrier we have represents a niche in the market. Okay, and we feel when it comes to, let's say, IUL, DI, CI, whatever it is, that we have the best, most competitive options for our agents and your clients, period. Okay, so that's how we came up with these 90 companies, okay, on the life annuity supplemental side. If there's a new company or product that comes up that beats out what we have, great. We're going to be the first one to bring that company to our agents, okay? And if you see something that's that great, okay, and I can't beat it with what we have, please let me know, okay, and we'll take out a contract. I promise you that, because this is our claim to fame, and what's so cool is we have built amazing relationships with every carrier we have. So you can see on the top left, anything life insurance, we have it. Annuities, we have it, as long as it's fixed and indexed, not variable. LTC and hybrids, we have the best of the best. Disability, critical illness, cancer, we have the best. Anything health insurance related, we do not have. Okay, so we're working on building out an extension, a new department for health, but as of right now, we do not have it. Okay, so just want to tell you like it is, we're not going to dabble unless we are 110%, and we're not quite there yet on the health insurance side. Now, if you have a existing contract with another IMO and you say, Bill, I want to move it, you know, I love what you guys are doing, I want these tools, great. What we will do is we match, or most of the time beat, your existing commission. You got to show us the proof or agent number, whatever it is. And with your first app, you got $100, okay? And what's so great, you can move up to 3 companies, okay? And win up to $400. So very simple. We call it leads for contracting or cash for contracting. You pick, all you do is transfer a contract, write your first app, you are done. Okay, so now you know what your IMO focuses on. And by the way, I hope you give us the opportunity, because I think you'll be very impressed. 90% of the time, we are going to beat your existing commission grid. I don't care with what carrier or how great the IMO is, doesn't make a difference. Okay, remember, we run on very thin margins because of volume. So it's rare that anyone will beat us. Okay, let's keep moving along here. What I want to do now is shift gears, and I want Andrew to take the wheel. And what he's going to do is, this is big, and especially if you're recruiting, even if you're marketing to retail or doing a little bit of both, you need to know what you can market, what story to tell that no one else has, no one else is marketing. Okay, what's exclusive to you and Levinson? And that's what Andrew's going to dive into. Andrew?
Yep. Thanks so much, Bill. Appreciate everybody joining us today. I'm going to do exactly that. This is so important. If you're working with Levinson or you're not, the differentiation strategy, what makes you different, is so important in today's world. We talk about it all the time, but it cannot be understated. And, referencing back to our survey earlier, question 10 said, what makes you different than every other IMO? And we take that very seriously here at Levinson. So as Bill said before, we spend a lot of our time and resources developing these for you. And a lot of this is free. So on the screen in front of you, you're going to see these are proprietary or exclusive tools and services that you can get through Levinson that you cannot get anywhere else. It's that simple. And ENO Direct is our fully direct-to-consumer carrier platform that Bill was talking about. We have over 20 products and 5 carriers, more coming. We have a couple in programming right now, but this is the world's only fully direct-to-consumer marketplace for life insurance and financial services, where you, the agent, get full commission and residuals. You're the agent of record. It's never been done. That simple. Agency Automator is our CRM tool. You can generate your own leads. You can prospect. You can use it for website building and landing page generation. And we actually just released an annuity version as well. So if you're an annuity agent and you want to do some annuity drip marketing, you can now do that through Agency Automator. And this is, again, exclusive through Levinson. It's a game changer. In this day and age, you have to be able to follow up and market to your clients. This is going to do that, and you can put it on autopilot. Our Sage Tuition Rewards program, many of you may already be using this, but if you're not, you need to. We actually did a training with an agency recently that came on board, and their entire push is going to be tuition rewards. They're going to go through their entire book of business, thousands of clients, and go back and offer this so that they can go back and pick up life business. This is a game changer for any agency, I don't care who it is, where you can offer a 1-year complimentary scholarship to any client for free, as long as they are one of your clients for the life insurance that we sell. We have 15 carriers that approve this with any sale. Legacy Armor, protect your clients and their assets with our digital vault technology. We brought this to market with Legacy Armor. We're the only IMO that's using it. It's very unique. And we know that there's so many billions of dollars of unclaimed death benefit assets or unclaimed assets in this country alone. Probably internationally, it's a lot higher. But this system can store and protect your clients' policies, their health directives, wills and trusts, anything that they're trusting you to help them with. You can store this in a digital system, and it has artificial intelligence to know who's supposed to be receiving what information. So this is really, really key, and it's a great sticking point and a retention tool for you as an agent. So think about this when you're looking at doing business with us or whoever it is you are working with. Also here, I want to talk about 8 and 9, our weekly training and our on-demand training. This is very important. I get a lot of agents that ask us about training. It is important to us, okay? So this is why we do the trainings like we're doing right now. We do them weekly. We post them to our YouTube channel. You can go there and type in the Levinson 1, and you can follow us. We have hundreds of videos that you can follow. We also allow private training events. If you have a downline, if you have an agency and you want us to do a private training, we would be happy to do that for you. Just ask, we'll schedule it. But we also have an on-demand training center. So if you're somebody who likes to just do it yourself, you like to just read up on things or watch videos, we have hundreds of videos and hours of content relating to everything in the business: 101 life insurance, telesales, underwriting, quoting, final expense, whatever it is you're doing. We have content to help you, perfect your skills and sharpen your craft, whatever you feel you need. So this is there for you on the Levinson website. And referring to the survey question number 5, does your IMO offer training? Very important. Also, of course, we have our Long-Term Care and Hybrid Life Center. So we are equipped to help you with the changing environment surrounding long-term care. This is a very undersold product for many reasons, but we have solutions to help make it more affordable for your client. We can design it for you. Obviously this Washington State thing that's going on right now is taking everybody by surprise, but we will do everything we can to help you make the sale, just short of talking to your client. Like Bill said, we will put everything together for you, and we have great marketing pieces and videos to help you along the way. But I just want to show you where this is on the Levinson Associates website and how to get all this information. Our premium finance department is taking off, okay? Many of you may have already done premium finance. Many of you have not. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time just for the sake of our presentation allotment today, but just know that this is taking off. We're seeing more premium in this department than ever before, and we have the resources and the staff to help you, whether it comes to illustration design, getting access to our software and training system. Everything's turnkey, okay? So we get you appointed with the carriers that support premium finance. We get you set up. We tell you how it works. We have all the marketing material on the website. But just know, this is not a fly-by-night thing. This is a steady and consistent growth that we've seen over the past year or two, and it's only continuing to get better. So definitely check that out when we send it over to you and on the Levinson website under Products Premium Finance. Here I want to go over our EContracting Portal, okay, and the advancements and the guidelines behind that, okay? So, of course, when you have close to 90 carriers, you have to have a very efficient way of doing contracting, right? So we use SureLC, which is basically a derivative of SuranceBay. I'm sure everybody's familiar with that. If you're not, we have training videos on how to actually do it. But basically, our licensing department, we have full staff here to help you understand that process. We'd send you your links electronically. So all of your contracts are e-signed. Just like you have your clients e-sign the policies, we're going to have you e-sign your contracting. So everything's done through the Levinson portal, and we even have a contracting 101 handbook. So you can go in there and see the do's and don'ts and everything that you need, as well as we have, carrier advance guidelines. If a carrier pre-appoints or dual appoints, this is all very important, right? Because we get a lot of agents coming to us from other IMOs, and you got to know which carriers allow you to dual appoint or ones that you might need a release for, and if they require pre-appointment in your state. So we have all of those documents and resources on the Levinson website, which is on the screen here. So definitely take advantage of that. When you start doing business with us, you'll see how easy it is to actually operate our back office. Okay, our ENO policy. So this is exclusive to Levinson. Talk about things you cannot get from another IMO. Levinson has its own ENO policy starting at only $395 for the year. I don't know about you, but I don't know anything less than that. I've looked around. I've talked to a lot of agents, dealt with a lot of agencies. I've never heard of anybody paying less than $395 for the year, and you do have to be licensed, set up with us, and if you are, you get access to our E&O. It's that simple. Of course, we have different packages available based on how much volume you're doing if you're selling annuities, but the base level that's compliant with the carriers is the $395 plan for $1 million of aggregate coverage. So that's a big time deal that goes under the radar for sure. All right, great. I want to talk about our agency builder tools. Okay, so this is very important. We have a lot of agents. Many of you on the call are recruiting. Okay, you have agencies or downlines. Well, this is really important that we not only support you in allowing you to recruit, but we have a system in place to assist you in bringing in more agents. So Agency Automator has a Plus program, which includes a database of over 500,000 licensed agents and FINRA reps, where you can actually go into our system. You can actually find agents based on zip code, based on experience level, however you want to search for them around the country, and you can send out marketing pieces to those agents and drive them back to you to get them interested in what we have to offer. And all of what we do, the Levinson platform, is what you offer, right? So you can white label and co-brand what we offer to make it more attractive to your agency. It's a no-brainer, and we have so many agents that are doing this now and are getting agents on board as we speak. So you can leverage this technology to actually bring in agents into your downline. Okay, so if you want to learn more about that, you can contact our marketing department, and I will send out information in the thank you email. But this is a big deal. Next up is our online case status broker gear tracking system. This is great. So many of you are writing a lot of business day to day. It's kind of hard to keep track of everything. We get it. So on our back office, you have access to real-time case tracking, real-time reporting. Okay, if you wrote cases and you want to know when they were placed and who it was and what carrier, what the policy number is, how much premium was it, you can go in here and do a search for literally anything. You could search for, I want to see all the business that I wrote in 2020 from January to December, and you can run a paid case report so you know how much premium you did last year to give it to your CPA for whatever reason. You can also track downline agent production. So if you have 10 agents and you want to see what they're writing, you can run a report and see which agents by name are writing business, what products, when they were written. This is huge. Okay, download all the reports in PDF format. Everything's at your fingertips. You can even check all your licensing. So if you want to know what carriers you're licensed with and what your agent number is, you can come in here where you click agent info, and it'll give you all of your license numbers and your state appointments. So this is great, and it's all on demand on the Levinson website. Next up is our mobile app. I think we're one of the only IMOs that has their own mobile app. So this is a light version of our website. Okay, so if you have our website and you're familiar with it, this is just our website in your pocket. It's a website to go. It's good for Apple or Android devices, so any smartphone or tablet device, and you can run quotes on the go, check your cases like I just showed you. You can download a form. You could do a drop ticket or e-application, check out our different tools. Everything is on here right at your fingertips. There's no reason why you shouldn't have it. And also, we send you push notifications. So if there's something really important going on, we're going to send you something to your phone that says, hey, check out this, or this change just happened, or this carrier. So, look out for things like that. It's very important to stay in the know when working with Levinson Associates. Also, our e-application and e-delivery system. So all of this is integrated into our website. Okay, so if you're selling term, IUL, GUL, whole life, final expense, whatever it is, we have 80+% of our carriers using our online e-application interface through the Levinson website, okay? So there's no excuse to not do e-apps, number one. And number two, it's never easier to do it. So now we have training modules, courses, tips, everything that you need to walk you through how to do this on the Levinson website. But like I said, most every carrier is participating in this now, so that you don't need to go to 10 different websites to go to do 10 different types of apps, and you don't have to spend your whole day tracking down this information. It's all available to you on the Levinson back office, and it integrates with that tracking tool I just showed you. So as soon as you submit a case, it's going to appear on your case status menu. So this is a big time thing to take advantage of here. Next up, I want to talk about our X-ray underwriting tool and our underwriting resource center. This is a big area for a lot of agents. I understand, I talk to a lot of you on a daily basis. And a lot of times, clients are getting declined or people have a lot of extensive medical history. Well, now you can leverage our underwriting resource center. We have the carrier underwriting guides, foreign national guidelines, questionnaires, so you know what to ask your clients, right? But in addition to that, our X-ray underwriting tool, don't underestimate this. It's free for you. It's a single sign-on feature. You want to take advantage of this. It's like I said, it's very underrated, but use this day to day because I use it every day to help agents, and it really does do a good job. And basically, it's going to analyze your customer's health profile, right? If you put in their age, their height and weight, if they smoke, what their medications are, their conditions, everything about them. If they have a DUI, if they have felony history, bankruptcy history, if they fly, if they skydive, whatever it is, put it in this system. It's going to give you the results from all of our carriers as to how they view that risk. So if you don't know how to underwrite somebody and it's a Saturday afternoon and we're not in the office, utilize this, right? We're, of course, here to help you. You call our marketing team. We're going to give you some verbal advice and recommendation, but this software automates that process. So definitely use this tool, and you'll see your placement ratio on your policies start to creep up and up as you go. Next up is our IUL Experience Platform. This is one of the many experience platforms that we offer. But this is huge because, I hear this all the time from agents, and I hear, a common theme, and that's there's a lot of information. It's overwhelming. I don't know which carrier to use. I don't know where to go. And so what we did is we created a singular microsite or website for all things IUL. Okay, so if you're selling IUL now, everything you need is in one place. You don't need to travel to 100 different places to get it. Okay, we have all the carrier and product information, case design assistance, presentation and learning center, how to generate leads and prospecting ideas. Our presentation software, this is a compliant carrier software presentation to help you understand how to sell the IUL and take a complex situation and simplify it for the agent, for the client. That is huge, and you can't take that for granted because nobody wants to look at a 30-page illustration, right? It's just not, it's not viable to make a sale. So we have this software integrated into our platform. Like I said, we have elite case design support and everything you need for IUL sales. So you want to leverage this, take advantage. Like Bill said, if you have an IUL contract out there, whether it's Allianz, LSW, Emeritus, whoever it is, we'll match or beat the contract, get you the cash for contracting incentive, and start doing more IUL business with you today. And half of our IUL carriers, many of them are with our scholarship program, which is a big deal. Moving forward is our agency automator. I touched on it earlier when I was talking about recruiting agents, but this is specifically for marketing to clients and prospects. Okay, you got to have a CRM tool in 2021. Okay, if you don't, you're going backwards. And this is going to set your follow-ups and your task reminders for you. It's going to automate your follow-ups and your, happy birthday and holiday emails that go out. But it's also going to help you prospect for new opportunities, for new leads, right? So not only do you track your own clients, but you can go after our prospecting database. We have over 28 million consumer and 8 million business owner records in this system. So if you want to target people between 50 and 65 who have a medium income of 100,000 a year, whatever you want to do, you can pop that in and search for those people and send out marketing to them. And then you can track their opens, clicks, opt-ins, if they're reading your email, so you can then follow up and make that call or sale. So this is great, and it's free. If you're an actively writing agent with Levinson, you do not pay for this program. So there's no reason not to get involved, but just wanted to make you aware of what it is and how you can leverage it for you and your team. Here's another experience platform that we offer. This is the final expense experience platform. So many of you on the call sell a lot of final expense, and that's okay. We have a fully integrated final expense experience for you, over 20 carriers. And get this, we have a quoting engine with a health analyzer that will show you all the carriers from around the country, and it'll help you decide which product is right for your client based on their health issues. And look at the top real quick. Survey reference question number 2. Do you offer a quote engine? This is the stuff that agents look for when looking for an IMO, and we listen to that. We understand it. So this is huge. I'm getting stories from agents where they're going to, they're working with an IMO, and they're going to 10 different websites to run 10 final expense quotes. That's a waste of your time and your client's time. By the time you get back to them, they've already bought a policy with a Levinson agent, right? So you want to be a Levinson agent so you don't have that problem. Okay, we have lead programs starting at $12 a piece with a 20% sales guarantee. I'll get into that shortly, and we have a webinar in a couple weeks on this, but these are working. The final expense sales are up, and everything's going great. You definitely want to consider moving your contracts to us if you already are with us. We appreciate the business as always, but this is a great tool. All right, moving forward is our website solution. So we offer free and CoOp paid website options. And, Bill and I, we talk about it all the time. Having a website in 2021 is almost like, redundant. Like it's a necessary evil, right? You have to have it. If you don't have a website, you might as well not even market, because these clients need to know who you are and where to find you. So we offer complimentary solutions and paid solutions, okay? So I won't spend time breaking down each one, but Insure Me Now Direct's free. Also, you have this website builder through the agency automator, and then we have an elite website option for $60 a month where you can actually hire our web designer to build you a custom website. Moving forward is Insure Me Now Direct. This is a game changer. I'm going to have Bill take over and talk about this in a little more detail. Bill?
Thank you, Andrew. Great job. By the way, I can't believe we're actually going to be on time with all of this information. And, I know there's a lot here. Okay, you're listening to Andrew ramble, myself ramble on, right, for almost an hour. and it could be overwhelming, and I get it. And here's the way we look at it, and I think this will help you understand the entire platform. So we have agents all over the country, okay, from all walks of life. Some agents focus on term insurance, some final expense, mortgage protection, retirement planning, tax saving strategies, some just life settlements, premium finance, all of the above, okay? So we have to have a little bit of everything for everyone. And these days, it's not how it was 20 years ago, where you had one carrier, you focused on one part of the market, you had your yellow legal pad, your rate book, and you were off to the races. No, now the internet is available, right? This little thing called the internet. People go online, they shop, they know what's going on now. They're intelligent. So you have to be able to pivot, right? And then if it's a final expense lead, a mortgage protection lead, and all of a sudden the client says, well, tell me about this new type of whole life called a UL or an IUL, right? Know enough to be dangerous. And us, as your back office resource, we have to have the tools to support you and the platforms to give you the very best information and sales presentations available. Most of this stuff is free, by the way. Okay, so that's how we look at it, and that's how you should look at it. Okay, you don't have to go out and reinvent the wheel. Okay, look what we're doing. Look how we're marketing. Okay, I always say you don't have to build a new wheel. You just add a few new spokes to the same wheel. That's it. Okay, and if we're going out there and marketing and e-blasting, and we already have consumer and agent e-blasts, we can co-brand it with your name and picture for free. We have videos. We can brand for you, your name, your colors, free. Okay, so again, just leverage what we're doing here at Levinson. We've obviously proven ourselves, right? So just ride our coattails. That's it. And by the way, if you say, Bill, this looks great, I don't know where to begin, I got to get in a new routine. I wake up at 10 a.m. I don't start hitting the phones till noon. You need new habits, okay? And there's a book that I'm just about finished with now. It was about halfway through last week. I'm done, just about done now. It's called Atomic Habits. The author, some of you asked, is James Clear. But awesome, awesome book for personal and business life, and it's creating new habits, finding new anchors, right, to get you selling by 9 a.m. And by noon, you take your little break, right? And this is a great way to look at life, and it will change your income and your life. I promise you, not just life insurance, but on all parts or corners, okay? It doesn't make a difference. Okay, Insure Me Now Direct, you have to have this running in the background, okay? You're going to come across the millennials, the younger generation. They don't want to meet you at Starbucks or at the living room table at 7 o'clock on a Wednesday night before the kids go to bed, okay? They want to go on your site, run a quote, and apply online. So it's free, okay? Make sure you're up and running. I'm going to show you now what's available today and then what we're working on as we speak. So right now, you can get up to 1.5 million of competitive term in less than 7 minutes for your consumer. You don't do anything, but you get paid full commission in your agent of record. We have the Haven product, Bestow. We have guaranteed issue on the platform. We have Gerber, SureBridge. We also have Assurity we're working on now. And we have a new final expense product that is almost done. So your client can go in, they can look at quotes, see what's available in their state, and you get an email to say, hey, your Bestow Bill Levinson policies in force when you wake up at 7 a.m. in the morning and someone logged in at 2 a.m. and you were sleeping, okay? Take advantage, leverage, add a few more spokes to the wheel by leveraging these great platforms, social media, okay? If you don't have a social media presence, that's driving a car in reverse up a hill, okay? Yes, crazy, ridiculous. You need to have social media up and running. Facebook, LinkedIn, okay, at the very minimum, get your name out there. We have packages, okay? We've teamed up with third-party companies that we said, hey, look, if we promise, 2,000-3,000 agents, what kind of pricing can you give our Levinson agents, okay? And it starts at $59, okay? If you want a full WordPress professional website plus social media, $119 a month for everything, Okay, so we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3. We have 3 different packages, 2 different vendors. If you want to get up and running, let us know, and we'll make the introduction. The scholarship program. Okay, I was talking to an agency earlier. They're focused on senior market, final expense. They're looking for new tools, new ways to create leads and drive traffic. We're putting together a scholarship campaign. So they're going to go out, market free 1-year tuition, okay, $40,000 of value. If you set up a call with me, the agent, to talk about final expense, and if they buy a product from you, they get the scholarship for their children, grandchildren, niece, nephew, any family member free, and free for you, the agent. That's me wearing the pin. Ask me about free scholarships. We have agents walking around with these pins, and it opens doors. Okay, and once again, it doesn't matter if it's a final expense product. You can pivot to anything, and all of those carriers in front of you are all approved and compliant with our scholarship program. We are the only IMO that offers this for free to you with no minimum premium for your client. Okay, $20 a month case, 1 year free tuition. That's simple. Okay, I would run with this stuff. These are differentiators and hooks that will make you different. Okay, and add to your story. Name of the game. Legacy safeguard, same exact thing. Okay, but this is for final expense, turnkey, final expense, last wishes kit. I call it a sales kit that you can give out to your senior clients. If we can move to the next slide there, Andrew. So this is all available for free. And again, free kits you can give out. And I would put videos together on Facebook. And we already have some, by the way. But these are freebies you can give away to prospects just for making an appointment with you. Okay? Value add. This is the ultimate for final expense. I mean, you talk about a slam dunk between a free scholarship and a legacy safeguard kit. Okay? No one else is doing this unless they're a Levinson agent. So I would be all over it. Lead programs. So again, once again, we developed these custom CoOp discounted pricing, okay, that you're allowed to do because we had to make commitments based on the number of agents that are ordering, okay? So we even have a program, now this is unbelievable, that gives you a 20% guarantee on your leads. Unheard of. Okay, and you say, well, what do they cost, Bill? $100? No, $12. $12. We have mailers. Okay, we have leads that they're not fresh, exclusive leads. They're at least 3 months old for $6 a lead. Okay, unheard of. Okay, and sometimes that's better than being first in, because when a new homeowner, right, buys a house, everybody's sending out these mailers for mortgage protection. They wind up not calling anyone. But you come in 2-3 months later, boom, you have a new, fresh story to tell for $6. Okay, so you have to leverage this stuff. We even have prospecting books. We basically put your name in here, you staple your card, whatever it is, you give these out to your clients. It will make an appointment for you for IUL, tax saving strategies, all the above. So, and by the way, like I said, like our Facebook, leave a comment on our Facebook page. I'll send you this for free on me. Okay, AssureWorks. This is part of our agency automator platform. Very cool tool. Now, what this does, if you've been online before, and I know you have, or else you wouldn't be on this webinar today, you see those little ads pop up in the corner, right? And if you looked at a 2021 Ford Explorer in red, okay, maybe in the morning, and then that night you're on ESPN.com looking at the score to the basketball game, and all of a sudden that same red Ford Explorer pops up in the bottom left corner, you say, whoa, my gosh, how the hell did they know I was on ESPN? This is crazy. Someone's watching me, okay? We do the same thing for consumers. And guess what? Instead of the red Ford Explorer, it's your name and business logo. So they say, oh my God, wait a minute. That's Bill, the life insurance guru from Coral Springs, Florida. I was just thinking about an IUL this morning. That's crazy. They pick up the phone and call Bill. Anyway, this is an awesome program. They use this in real estate. Very, very successful on the real estate side. Now we're doing this with life insurance, first time ever. Again, part of Agency Automator. These are things you can run with. Life settlements. Now Totally different world. This isn't like it was 10, 15 years ago where some third-party bank in the islands owned a policy on a insured. No, no. If you have any clients, okay, I would say at least 65 or older, the unhealthier, the better, okay? Not only do you get a commission for the sale, but you're the agent on the conversion, okay? If there's a conversion involved, this could be huge, okay? Anywhere from $1,000 to a few $100,000 on one life settlement sale or transaction. Done. We have a whole department behind this. If you want an offer, just let us know. I would bring this up to your clients, especially during a pandemic. People need money. Legacy Armor. This is what Andrew mentioned earlier. This is the new safe deposit box, but it's online. It's protected. It's a doc vault. Call it whatever you want. Your client keeps all of their personal pictures, passwords, memories, a copy of their insurance policy, annuities. Everything is in the vault. And if they pass, right, their beneficiaries are pinged in real time. They get an email, okay, that says Aunt Betty overseas didn't make it. Here's access to her vault, okay? And then the beneficiaries can see what insurance company, what the policy number was, who to contact, all of the personal details. These are things you can market to your consumers as value adds. By the way, we're just about done. I know we're a little over, and then we'll have our question of the day. Let's keep moving forward. These are agent benefits, okay? We get asked this question all the time, okay? Hey, do you have anything for us agents? We're out there, you know, hitting the phones. We're working hard. What benefits are offered to us, okay? So we have a plan with an exclusive contracting carrier where you can get group life, AD&D, okay, deferred comp. There's a group LTD or long-term disability policy. So as long as you're writing, you hit your numbers, and the numbers are in front of you, then all of these benefits are offered. Most of them are free, okay? Only IMO that has this, by the way. Okay, annuity experience. This is another microsite just built for annuities. If you're a veteran, if you just started in the annuity space, everything at your fingertips. We even have a quoting engine you can access anywhere, anytime. We have an annuity lead program. Josh and Ashley head this up for us. If you have any questions, you reach out to them or check out the annuity experience. Okay, this is another big one, okay? You talk about digital marketing resources. I don't care if you're 17 or 78, you know by now you need to be out there at the minimum on Facebook, LinkedIn, right? You have to be out there e-blasting. You have to keep your foot on the gas. So what I suggest every day of the week, we have agency automator trainings. Kevin, our programmer, hosts these, and we pick a different technology platform every day of the week. These are built for you as training tools, and they're free. Okay, so check these out. Then we also have a bunch of videos. We can co-brand, e-blast, all the above. Okay, I'll be done, by the way, in 2 minutes. I know we're running a little bit over, but lots of good information here. Okay, this is another big one. Mary Reed, she's our keynote speaker at the 2022 Levinson Agent Expo. She has authored 5 books, 2 bestsellers, Distribution Solution, Tax Saving Strategies, Retirement Planning. Here's what's so cool about this. Number 1, she has some great prospecting books for you. Number 2, if you have a guy or you have a girl, right, that's perfect for this. She will literally get on the phone with you and do most of the selling and the heavy lifting, okay? And you still make most of the commission. So I encourage you, check out the podcast and the webinar. I interviewed her for an hour, and it gives you the 100-foot overview on her strategy, which is very unique. I've never seen anything like it. Average case size, $142,000 of commissionable premium, okay? Enough said. Let's move on. All right. So this is another biggie. The Bill Levinson experience. This was Ian. I showed you that testimonial I had in the beginning where Lonnie loved listening to the podcast. She mentioned it on our Facebook page. Check that one out. I do a part 1, part 2. Gary Vaynerchuk is another big one. I have Forbes 400 Jeff Levitetz, World Series player Jorge Soler. Some really great superstars in and out of our industry. Check them out. It's free. Next time you're on your daily walk or yoga or riding your bicycle, put your headphones in and listen. Subscribe to your favorite podcast. Everybody that has an iPhone, okay, has a purple little icon and it says podcast. It's free. So just put in the search bar, Bill Levinson Experience, subscribe, leave a comment, and start listening and learning. And you're done. And I want to hear from you about it, by the way. Okay? It's the only thing I ask. Okay. Upcoming agent training events, and then we have one last slide. Who's who at Levinson? Okay, we're going to send this out in the thank you email. We have 22 people that are here to help you in every department we offer, which is 3. Okay, we break it down for you, very easy to understand. We're going to send this out again in today's thank you email. You'll have it before midnight tonight. Agent training events, that's what you're on right now. We have 2 big ones. Look on the bottom. This is a pretty cool strategy. Your Family Bank. So this is a really, really cool platform. We have the actual VP that helped design this on the webinar. This is October 7th at 3 p.m. Definitely don't want to miss that. Right above that, we talk about the Levinson underwriting platform and the leading non-med go-tos, right? And impaired risk solutions on the 30th. So, and again, agency automator every day of the week. Okay, last slide. And question of the day. Okay, and by the way, thank you for hanging in there. I know I went 7 minutes over. It's actually exactly an hour because we started a few minutes late, our fault, so apologize for that. Okay, this is our Positive Tuesday quote. You know, I put these out on our social media pages every single Tuesday for the last 3.5 years. And by the way you see me out there marketing, branding, okay, you don't have to listen to what I say. Watch what we do because you should be doing the same thing. Why? Because when the life insurance conversation comes up, you want everyone to remember the crazy life insurance guy, Bill Levinson, okay? Or if it's Crazy Shirley from Illinois, it doesn't matter. You should have your name out there 24/7, okay? Especially on social media. You need everyone to remember you are the insurance go-to and guru. Let's end with the quote, and then we'll have our question. Take a minute today and look at the people you surround yourself with. If jealousy, hatred, or negativity exists, it's time to move on, right? Surround yourself around people like you, or even bigger and better, and that's how you learn. It's infectious, right? They say there's literally, and this is a statistic you can look up after we're done. Whoever you surround yourself with, there's a 60% chance you start to walk, talk, and act just like they do. What does that tell you, folks? Okay, our question of the day. I spoke about our marketing playbook earlier. And by the way, I'm giving away a free Amazon Echo, so whoever answers first and correctly wins. So the marketing playbook, okay, I mentioned it has how many features and or benefits? How many bullets or benefits does the marketing playbook have that we just went over? Tell me the magic number and you win. Andrew, do we have a winner?
Yes, we do. It's Ed B. Ed B as in boy is the first to get it correct.
Ed B, thank you so much. The answer, 43 benefits features on the iGenius marketing playbook. With that said, I want to thank everyone for taking the time. And again, I don't want to confuse anyone. I just want you to know everything that's available to you, and most of this stuff is free. So take advantage. If you have questions, please call. I don't expect you to know every single slide that we went over, okay? But hopefully you took down some notes. We're here to help you, okay? I promise you that, and I'll stand behind that. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, a great rest of the week, a good weekend, great selling, and thank you once again, everyone. Take care.